If you want to look up for any information from vast array of data in your spreadsheet, then VLOOKUP is the formula that you need. Hi and welcome to SnapExcel. Today's video is for VLOOKUP, how it works, and how you can use it. To understand how VLOOKUP works, let's discuss how it functions, what's its attributes, all right? So V stands for vertical, and lookup is for the function that it uses. All right. It looks up for a value from the leftmost column and returns that data based on your column reference, and it can return your data from any data type such as a string, numbers, dates, etc. To understand how it works, we need to know the syntax of the VLOOKUP. The function is VLOOKUP, lookup value, comma, table array, comma, column index, comma, and range lookup. The lookup value is actually any value that you're searching for in your table field, and then your table array is the range or the area in your spreadsheet where your formula or where your table sits, and it is where the formula will search. And column index number is the reference column number, and your range lookup, this is actually optional. You use true if approximate, and you use false if you're searching for the exact lookup value. To properly use VLOOKUP, let's understand as well the errors, the common errors that you are that expected, to learn as well. So we have the NA, where uh, it it shows when the lookup value is not available in your table array, and ref when you have incorrect column reference. And later on the examples, we will try to generate those errors, so you can avoid it when you use VLOOKUP. The function VLOOKUP is actually very similar to how you search on a table from a piece of paper, right? When you search for something, you scan the paper using your eyes or maybe your fingers. You point across the table or the paper, and then look when you find the information that you're looking for, you will stop your eyes and focus on that information, right? So basically that's the same process how VLOOKUP works. So to understand how it really works in the background, for example, this is the table that we will use for the entire exercise. The employee number, name, I just made up all of these information, right? So from any random name, and just generated this number. It doesn't make any um, uh, accurate ac- accurate information. So VLOOKUP is actually uh, it has uh, these table, right? You have to have a table when you use VLOOKUP, because that is where the VLOOKUP will function. The VLOOKUP will process the information like this. So from your table, on the very first column, it will search the lookup value that you will look for, something like this. And when the function when the lookup value is found, it will stop there, and it will refer to the columns. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. So what the VLOOKUP will do is actually use the information or reflect the information based on the lookup value and the column reference. So on this table, from the first column, it search from top to bottom, and then it will stop when the information has found, and it will reflect based on the reference or the column reference of your table. In this case, we use column number 2 to reflect Thomas. All right, so that's how VLOOKUP works in the background. So let's go ahead and try to have a exact or same exercise, but using the actual formula. All right, so we will try to find who is the employee 20123459 on this table. All right, so to start with the formula, just type in the equal sign, so it will recognize Excel will recognize that we are typing a formula. So just type in V lookup. I hit tab there, and the syntax is the lookup value table array column index. So our lookup value will be this cell C7, and then following the syntax we have to use comma, and then our table array will be this. Okay, so you can actually type in on your table here. You can directly type in using your keyboard, but it's really prone to errors, so I suggest to use your mouse to highlight the table that you want to use, or use your keyboards. Just select the cell, then Control Shift, and using your up and down, left, right arrows, you can definitely size your table. So in this case, our table reference is B13 to E28. So once I selected a table, I'll use comma and then column index number. So since what we're looking for is the first name, and first name sits on the second table from this is your table, right? So this is your first column, second, third, and fourth, and what we're looking for is first name. It sits on the second table, so we're gonna type in 2, and then we're gonna use we have an option here, true or false. True if we're looking for approximate, but in this case we're looking for the exact match, because we're looking for this employee number. All right, and would like to reflect what is the exact information associated with that lookup value. So we're gonna use false, and then I'll just hit enter. So it gave me Thomas. All right, so let's go back how Excel showed Thomas. So this is our lookup value 20123459, and here it is. And since our column reference is 2, first column, second column, third, fourth, and first name, what we're looking for is this column, right? So since it's 2, and we've found the 3459, so therefore it reflects the name Thomas. Okay, so let's go ahead and look up for the last name. VLOOKUP, same lookup value, same table array. Now since what we're looking for is the last name, and last name sits on the third table, 1, 2, and 3, a third column rather. So we're gonna type in 3 and then false, hit enter. So we got Thomas Lopez. Let's complete the information. VLOOKUP. Let's search for the age. Now the age is on the fourth column. Fourth, false. So employee number 2012 is first name Thomas, last name Lopez, with age 30. So there you go. That's how VLOOKUP works. So let's go ahead and go and try to generate this error, so you can avoid this when you use VLOOKUP. Let's try to get the NA error. So let's delete this information. So just going back here, so you're getting NA when your lookup value is not available in your table array. For example, we are searching for employee number 20123466, and when you use VLOOKUP from the same table, type in 2, false. There you go. Excel gave you the error NA because it didn't find the employee 20123466 from your reference table on the first column. So as you can see here, it's only up to 23465, but since we're looking for 23466, it returned with an error. So that's how the NA is giving you. Since you know it now, you can if you encounter that error, you can actually correct it. So just make sure that you have a correct and existing lookup value. All right. So the other error is the ref. You're getting this when you have incorrect column reference. Let's say we're still looking for the same employee. So let's see here. We're gonna type in VLOOKUP, same table array. So your table array is only is from B13 to E28, which makes it 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, right? But for some reasons you accidentally type in 5. There, you're getting the ref error because your column is only up to 4, but your column reference is 5. So it found the Excel found your lookup value 3459, but it cannot return the data because it will refer to the 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the information that the VLOOKUP is actually trying to look at, but since it's only up to 4 columns, then it will give you that ref error. Okay, so what if you extend your table like this? It will return you with 0, right? Because it found the lookup value and it correctly referred to the 5th row, which is here, but your column or your 5th column is actually empty, and that is why it's giving you 0. It's not an error though, right? But it's just reflecting 0 because there's no data here. Okay, so that's how the NA and ref is showing up when you use VLOOKUP. Now let's go ahead and try the approximate. As I mentioned, this is only optional, but if you like your Excel or your lookup to show to look up for the exact match, then you use false. And this is the same that we did earlier on the exercise, but now we'll try to use the approximate. All right, so let's go with the previous example, 20123466. Okay, so when you look up for this information in your data, it will give you an error, right? Because the employee 20123466 is not on your table, it doesn't exist. And also because your range lookup is set to look for the exact match. But if you actually change it and use true, it means that it will look for the approximate match. It will not give you an error anymore, right? Actually, it give you Donald. Okay, it is because since the employee number 3466 is not on your lookup value column, which is column number 1, it searched for the approximate. It means that it will search for the closest number to what it's looking for. So in this case, the closest number for the 2012346, which is our lookup value, is 2012346, and that is why it gave us this information. All right, so that's how the approximate lookup is working, and that's how if we look up, we understand how it works, and its components and the errors as well. So I hope that this video is useful to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you will be notified as well on the future videos. Thank you.